In this video, we'll look at what's new in Descript Storyboard version 66. Welcome to this video. My name is David and I hope you're well wherever you are around the world. Now, the first new change is that you can change the layer order from the timeline. And to change the layer order from the timeline, just right click on a layer and select the layer order. You can move it forward or backward, or you can just use it as you do in the canvas. So we've always had this option in the canvas right here. You can just right click and then either bring to front or do whatever. Let's say bring to front, you bring this front, and then you can move backward and everything goes backward. Control Z to get everything as we had. Now in this one, you can just right click on this layer and then layer order, let's say move backward. Looks good, but we have a couple of layers here, and when you look at this, it moves with this. Let's continue. Just click on it, right click, layer order, move backward, and then you can keep going. Just select it, right click, layer order, move backward. So it's behind these folks right here on screen. We can undo that. So that is what's new. That is number one. You can change the layer order from the timeline, which is highly awesome and welcome. And then we've got all caps text layers. A new capitalization toggle has been added to text properties, making it fast and easy to create titles and captions in all caps. So this is highly welcome, highly requested feature. Let's look at this particular section. This has captions and we can play.
In this video, I'd like us to talk about the future of work.
So for example, right here, I've got some text, or in this case captions, with this selected, and then the text layer and the text properties right here. You'll now see this option for standard case and this for uppercase. If I click on that, we now have uppercase, and this affects because this subtitle is a little bit cut into two. There's this part one and this part two. So if we play this,
in this video, I'd like us to talk about the future of work and how.
And then part three, depending on the way you've cut your captions. So you can decide to put some emphasis using the capitalize right inside here in the text properties. And this also works for text. If I decide to add maybe a title and I just click on, let's say this, it makes the title uppercase or capital. That's just that simple and highly welcome, highly requested feature. Previously we had to use either all uppercase fonts to achieve this. So this is highly welcome. Next up, we've got the flip. You can now flip videos or images vertically or horizontally. You can click on the layer on the canvas, then you'll see the options to flip horizontal or flip vertical in the canvas toolbar next to the crop icon. Alternatively, you can achieve the same effect by setting negative values for the width and height in the properties panel. So let's go. Let's look at this. Let's say we want to swap this to the other side. If you click on this, you'll see the crop, and then you'll see flip horizontal and flip vertical. Click on flip horizontal, and that is what you get. Click on flip vertical, that is what you get. So you can kind of change the look and feel of whatever you have on your screen super fast. So this is highly welcome and really handy. So something I'd say that it's been long overdue, being able to flip what we have here. It would also be awesome to have something like revert to original. That would be awesome to have as an inclusion right inside here, so that if probably you find that the look and feel doesn't suit you and you're already far gone in the process, you can do that. But let's see what they're mentioning here. I believe they mentioned you can set negative values for the height and width. So let's say we do negative. Yeah, negative works as well, and then moves everything to the negative, but it kind of doesn't indicate all this once you do that, but that's okay. So it seems that once you enter like crop mode, it also pulls up a couple of other options right here. So I'm okay with that. But that is how you can use the flip horizontal and flip vertical features in Descript Storyboard. Next up, what's new? Renaming layers. You can now rename a layer by clicking on its name in the properties panel. And let's assume we've got, let's say, captions here. So we've got captions. You can just click here and rename, let's say subtitles and CC. So it changes that so that you can know and easily identify what you're working with super fast. Hoping that in future they actually make that also available right here, instead of having to go maybe to a specific layer or something to achieve that. So instead of having to go maybe into something like this to achieve such an effect, it would be awesome to be able to do it just right inside here once you've clicked out of any layer, when the layers are actually visible here. So you can actually rename everything right inside here, or maybe even if it was on this side, to have everything layered in a way that you see the different divides of the different layers that you have. So that's another new feature. And then we've got start and end compositions with transitions. It's now possible to use any of our scene transitions at the beginning or end of a composition, not just fade. So I believe this should be something like, let's assume we want to kind of add a fade here. Let's go up the end. So we have a couple of new things. In addition to the fade and the crossfade, we have cross blur, cross zoom, crossfade, deep to color. I'm not sure why they've repeated the crossfade, deep to color, directional wipe, star wipe. Let's say deep to color, and then you can set the color that you want. Let's say we go with this blue, and then let's see how this looks like.
The past few months I've seen
looks really good. Looks really good. And then you can click on this, deep to color, duration 1 second. You can also set really awesome if you can set the duration. And then we can do the out. Let's say deep to color, settings, and then we can go with the blue as well, to probably get out of that.
In this video,
looks really good. So that's really awesome to have start and end composition with transitions. That's awesome. We've also got drive invite links. They've added drive invite links so that you can add team members without having to manually enter each email address. You'll have one link for editors and another link for basic seats. Admin or editors can reset or disable links at any time. And remember, if you want to manually approve all new editors joining your drive, make sure this is enabled in the member section of your drive settings. So that's highly welcome. Other tweaks is that they've updated the keyboard shortcut for auto leveling, a clip command to command shift option on Mac and control shift alt L on Windows. They've also fixed a bug that had broken the shortcut to add comment on Windows. So those are some of the few new features in version 66. Changing the order, all caps, this is highly welcome, and also being able to flip and also adding transitions. Those are some of the highlights in my own opinion, but probably the winner here is this one uppercase option instead of having to use uppercase fonts right inside here. So that's Descript version 66. I hope it's of value to you. Thanks for watching.